Ollie stood near the glass wall of the small airport, holding a worn backpack tight against his chest. He had come with his Uncle Sam early in the morning, and now he was waiting while Sam spoke to a clerk. Ollie liked airports because everything felt like a moving story: rolling bags, loud speakers, and people hugging goodbye. He watched a private plane parked near the far gate, shiny and calm like it was hiding secrets behind its clean skin. A group of workers moved around it, and a few important-looking people walked with confident steps and quiet faces. Ollie tried to stay out of the way, but his eyes kept returning to that plane, because something about it felt wrong. The air was normal, yet his stomach felt tight, as if his body had noticed a problem before his mind could explain it. Earlier, while Sam was buying water, Ollie had wandered a little, staying close enough to see his uncle if needed. That was when he saw two men near a service door, both wearing caps, both talking too fast, hands moving like angry birds. One man held a small metal box, the other pointed toward the private plane, then toward the exit, then back again. Ollie did not know what their words meant, but he heard one clear phrase: "Not safe, not today, move fast." The man with the box slipped behind a cart, and for a moment his hands disappeared from view, as if he was placing something. Then a tool fell with a sharp clink, and both men paused, looking around like they were scared of being seen. They walked away quickly, not running, but moving with the kind of speed that tries to look normal and fails at it. Ollie returned to Sam, but the strange moment stayed in his head like a song he could not turn off. He tried to focus on the crowd, on families and travelers, yet his eyes kept searching for those two caps. After some time, he saw a different group arrive: a man in a dark coat, a neat assistant, and two guards close behind. People stepped aside for them, not because they were pushed, but because their presence made the space feel owned. Ollie heard someone whisper that the man was a millionaire named Mr. Robert, flying out for an urgent meeting. Mr. Robert walked toward the private plane, calm and sure, checking his watch, speaking low, acting like time belonged to him. Ollie felt a sudden cold rush, because the caps, the metal box, and the words "not safe" connected in one sharp line. For a few seconds, Ollie argued with himself inside his own chest. He was only a boy, he could be wrong, he could be laughed at, he could be stopped by guards, he could scare people. But he also remembered his mother saying that staying quiet can become a habit that breaks good people slowly. Ollie looked at Sam, then at Mr. Robert, then at the private plane, and his feet started moving before fear could win. He ran forward through the open space, his voice rising with every step until it came out loud and clear. "Sir, your plane was sabotaged. Do not fly. Please do not fly." The words shocked the crowd into silence. Guards turned fast, the assistant stared, and Mr. Robert stopped mid-step, eyes locked on Ollie, and in that pause Ollie felt something powerful, like a small voice can change a big day. Ollie stood still as guards moved around him, their faces serious but not angry. People whispered, some pointing, some pulling their bags closer as if fear had weight. Sam rushed forward and placed a hand on Ollie's shoulder, asking what had happened. Ollie repeated what he saw: the caps, the metal box, the words "not safe," his voice shaking. A senior guard listened closely, nodding once, then speaking into a radio with urgency. The private plane doors were sealed, and workers were ordered to step back slowly. Time felt stretched, as if the air itself was waiting to see if the boy was right. Mr. Robert did not shout or walk away. Instead he stood near the glass wall watching. His assistant whispered suggestions, but Mr. Robert raised his hand for silence. Security teams inspected the plane carefully, opening panels and checking hidden spaces. Ollie could not see much from where he stood, but he saw faces tighten and movements slow. Sam held Ollie close, ready to protect him from blame or trouble. After a long wait, a guard approached Mr. Robert and spoke softly near his ear. Mr. Robert's expression changed, not to fear, but to understanding. The airport returned to noise slowly, like a storm moving away from the land. Flights were delayed, announcements echoed, and people complained without knowing why. Ollie was taken to a quiet room with Sam, where officers asked gentle questions. They wanted details, small things, exact moments, the sound of the tool falling. Ollie answered honestly, never adding anything extra, never changing his words. The officers exchanged looks, the kind that means a truth has weight. When they finished, one officer thanked Ollie and told him he had done the right thing. That evening, Ollie and Sam left the airport under a sky turning orange and soft. Neither spoke much on the ride home, both lost in thoughts that felt too large. Ollie wondered if the two men with caps would return, or if danger followed him now. Sam tried to act normal, asking about school and homework. But Ollie could hear worry hiding inside his uncle's voice. At home, Ali's mother listened carefully as the story was told. She hugged Ollie tightly, pride and fear mixing in her breath. Night arrived quietly, but sleep refused to come to Ollie. Every sound felt louder, every shadow seemed to move. He kept replaying the moment of shouting, the crowd freezing, the guards turning. He wondered what would have happened if he had stayed silent. Outside, the street was calm, lights glowing softly through windows. Ollie finally slept near morning, his dreams full of planes and running feet. He did not know that elsewhere, his name was being spoken with respect. In a tall building across the city, Mr. Roberts sat alone near a wide window. The lights below looked small, like stars trapped on the ground. He held a report in his hands, reading it again and again. The findings were clear, the plane could not have flown safely that day. Mr. Robert thought about the boy, the fear in his voice, the courage in his choice. He realized wealth could buy comfort but not warnings like that. He decided that silence would not be his answer. The next morning, Ollie woke to the sound of a car stopping outside his home. He looked through the window and saw a clean black vehicle he had never seen before. His mother stood still, unsure whether to open the door. A calm voice called out politely, asking if Ollie lived there. Ali's heart started beating faster, not with fear, but with curiosity. He did not yet know who had come or why. But he felt that the quiet life he knew was about to change. The door opened slowly and Ollie stood behind his mother, peeking from the side. Two men waited outside, dressed neatly, standing with calm respect. Behind them stood Mr. Robert, his face gentle and serious at the same time. He spoke softly, asking permission to come inside and talk. Ali's mother hesitated, then stepped aside, trusting the calm tone she heard. They entered the small living room and looked around without judgment. Ollie felt small in that moment, yet strangely important. Mr. Robert sat down on the old sofa and placed his hands together. He looked at Ollie and thanked him again for speaking up at the airport. Ollie nodded, unsure what to say, his eyes fixed on the floor. Mr. Robert explained that investigators had confirmed everything Ollie described. The men with caps were now being searched for, and the danger was real. Ali's mother covered her mouth, realizing how close everything had been. The room felt heavy with truth, yet safe with honesty. Mr. Roberts spoke about courage and how rare it was to see it so young. He said many adults stay silent even when they know something is wrong. Ollie listened carefully, his fear slowly turning into pride. Sam arrived home and froze when he saw the visitors. Mr. Roberts stood up and shook Sam's hand with respect. He said Ollie had done something that saved lives and futures. Sam felt his chest tighten as he looked at his nephew. The conversation continued gently, without pressure or loud promises. Mr. Robert asked about Ali's school, his dreams, and his daily life. Ollie answered shyly, saying he liked reading and wanted to help people. Mr. Robert smiled, saying that helping already lived inside him. He explained that he did not come to give rewards but to offer support. Education, safety, and guidance were mentioned with care. Ali's mother felt tears forming, not from sadness, but relief. Later that day, Mr. Robert asked Ollie to walk outside with him. They stood near the quiet street where children played and neighbors watched. Mr. Robert said that bravery does not end after one moment. He warned that attention could come, both good and confusing. Ollie listened, understanding that life had shifted quietly. Mr. Robert promised that Ali's family would not face this alone. Ollie felt trust growing like a steady light. That evening, the black car drove away slowly. The house felt different, not richer, but stronger. Ollie sat on his bed thinking about everything he heard. He did not feel like a hero, only like himself. But something inside him had changed shape. He felt responsible in a new way, careful with his choices. Sleep came easier that night. The next days passed with unusual calm. School felt the same, yet Ollie felt taller walking through the halls. He spoke when teachers asked questions and listened more closely to others. His friends noticed the change, though they did not know the reason. Ollie kept the story to himself, as asked. He understood that true courage did not need noise. And somewhere in the city, Mr. Robert watched quietly, knowing the most important part of the journey had just begun. Ollie woke up early with a calm feeling he had never known before. The morning light entered his room softly, and the street outside sounded peaceful. He prepared for school with quiet focus, tying his shoes slowly and checking his bag twice. His mother watched him from the doorway, noticing confidence in his movements. Nothing looked different on the outside, yet everything felt new inside. Ollie stepped out of the house with steady steps and a clear mind. He was no longer afraid of his own voice. At school, Ollie listened more carefully than before. He noticed small things like nervous classmates and quiet questions left unasked. When a younger boy struggled to speak in class, Ollie encouraged him gently. Teachers saw leadership growing without noise or pride. Ollie learned that strength could be calm and still powerful. Each day added a little more courage to his heart. He understood that change often happens quietly. Weeks later, Mr. Robert visited again without cameras or attention. This time he brought books and plans rather than serious talks. He spoke with Ollie about learning and responsibility. They discussed choices and how actions shape tomorrow. Ollie asked questions freely, no longer shy or unsure. Mr. Robert answered honestly, treating him like an equal. Respect filled the room more than words. Ollie began attending a better school with support and guidance. The journey was not easy, but he faced it with patience. New lessons challenged him and opened wider thoughts. He worked hard, not to impress, but to grow. His family felt safer knowing someone watched quietly from afar. Yet Ollie knew his future depended on his own effort. That truth made him stronger every day. One afternoon, Ollie visited the airport again with Sam. Planes moved across the sky like slow birds of steel. Ollie stood near the glass and remembered the moment that changed everything. He felt no fear this time, only clarity. Sam placed a hand on his shoulder with pride. They left without looking back. The past had already done its work. Ollie learned that courage is not loud and does not seek reward. It lives in small choices and honest moments. He helped others speak when they felt unsure. He listened when silence needed space. People trusted him because he never exaggerated truth. Ollie became someone others felt safe around. That was his real gift. As years passed, Ollie kept his values simple. He studied, helped, and stayed grounded. Mr. Robert remained a guide, never a shadow. Their connection was built on respect, not debt. Ollie never chased praise or attention. He remembered where he came from, and why his voice mattered. One evening, Ollie stood outside under a quiet sky. Planes passed above safely and steadily. He smiled, knowing one moment can change many lives. Not because of luck, but because of choice. Ollie promised himself to always speak when it mattered. The world did not need shouting every day. Only truth when it was most needed.